Hello friends, I am Jainji. This is our channel Jain Social. As we all know, Joe Biden became the 46th president of the USA now. After he came to the office, he has passed more than 15 orders immediately. So now the USA is going to rejoin again with the WHO and also Paris Climate Accord. What is the important all about? We are going to see in this video one by one. During the period of previous President Donald Trump, the US has left from many international organizations as well as international agreements. For instance, US has left from WHO, UNESCO, Iran nuclear deal, then again it has left from Open Skies Treaty, then Paris Climate Accord. Though the Donald Trump administration has highlighted many reasons in various times, the basic reason is when the US is part of in this organization or in these agreements, the US is the least gainer in these international agreements and also biggest contributor in these international organizations. So in order to reduce the economic burden of the USA has left from these agreements and organizations. The Paris Climate Change Accord was adopted by more than 190 countries in 2015 and it was signed by about 190 countries in 2016. The purpose of the agreement was to reduce the global temperature rise because the global temperatures has risen tremendously after industrialization. Because when the industry is coming up more number, then the carbon dioxide emitted by these industries also increased beyond level. So over a period, the carbon dioxide observing temperature also increased. So the earth had more rise of temperature. That is the reason the many countries in the international level came together to form an agreement where the voluntary contribution of each country commitment for the reduction of carbon dioxide emission in their countries. For that, the developed countries will contribute their technology as well as financial support to the developing as well as poor countries for reducing global temperature. The aim of the Paris Agreement is to reduce the global temperature rise below 2 degrees Celsius, even below 1.5 degrees Celsius at free industrial level. But the previous President Donald Trump didn't agree the recent increase of global temperature manifold, because even though it is believed that the global temperature rise is a natural phenomena, because once upon a time the earth was covered by ice, over a period it take many years to reach this form. So it is a natural tendency. But the scientific community concerned about that the recent increase of temperature is manifold higher than previous time. So we need to protect the rise of global temperature to certain level, otherwise it will lead to many catastrophic effects. For instance, the ice rocks or the many glaciers will be melted. For instance, in Antarctica as well as Arctic regions, there are the ice covers are melting much faster and ocean temperature is rising beyond level. So the global weather phenomenon also changing, which lead to many natural catastrophes. The US left from the Paris Accord because the Trump administration felt tremendous pressure on its coal industry as well as crude oil industry. Because the Paris Accord highlighted to give more importance to the renewable resources, so many countries started to adopt the energy generated from solar and wind energy, similar kind of renewable resources. And again, if the US is part of this agreement, then it has to give technical transfers to the poor countries and also has to give some economical support to the poor countries to cope up with this agreement. Now the Biden administration is going to rejoin with the Paris Climate Agreement and take responsibility as a global leader in the fight against climate change. Now let me see about why the US left from the WHO. After the COVID-19 pandemic, which was started from the China, the WHO scientist community went to investigate the source of the virus in China. After these scientists spent few days in China to find the source of the virus, they have praised the Chinese effort to control the SARS-CoV-2 virus. So the US got angry because even though the virus is started spreading from the China, the scientist community is praising the China's effort to control the virus. So immediately US announced to leave from the WHO. Now the new president of the US, Joe Biden, agreed to resume its relations with the WHO. It is a good news for the global community because WHO already spending a lot of resources to fight against the COVID-19 virus. So they are short of resources for their efforts to continue. So now the US is going to join, then they will get additional resources because US is the biggest contributor in the WHO. WHO usually get 4 type of contribution. The first one is assessed contribution, where the member countries has to give some amount based on their population as well as their economic strength to the WHO as membership fee. Then the next type of contribution is voluntary contribution. Here the member countries contribute additional to the assessed contribution as voluntary contribution to the WHO for emergency fund needs. And next one is the core voluntary contribution. Here the member countries used to give some specific donation to the WHO. For instance, recently the country Yemen was severely affected with the war. Many children in that country didn't get any basic food and medicine. So after the outbreak of WHO, many countries has voluntarily contributed to the rehabilitation of Yemen people. So the specific contribution is called core voluntary contribution. Then the final type of contribution is pandemic preparedness contribution. It was introduced in 2011 in WHO when influenza virus was attacked many countries. So many people was severely affected by these viruses. So WHO gave its support to those people rehabilitation and fight against influenza virus. And the data collected in affected countries has shared with other countries as well. This pandemic preparedness contribution also covered many pandemics. The recent SARS-CoV-2 induced pandemic also covered in this list. So the WHO using these resources to eradicate SARS-CoV-2 virus. Till 2019, WHO has received $5.62 billion as contribution from its member countries. The maximum contribution received from the donation, that is $4.38 billion. The membership contribution is less than $1 billion. The biggest contributor is USA, followed by China, Japan, Germany, UK and so on, because these are the biggest economies in terms of GDPs. Now the US administration interested to join with the WHO will give additional boost to the WHO to fight against this SARS-CoV-2 virus. So it is a good news for the global community. Okay friends, what do you think about this video? Do you think the US rejoining with this international agreement and organization is going to benefit other countries? Otherwise, it don't going to make any impact in these countries. Give your opinion in the comment section. We shall meet again in our next discussion. Until then, take care. Love you all. Bye bye.